Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Mercier and I'm a professional animal communicator and healer from Sydney, Australia. My why. I am a highly sensitive and passionate person who loves people, animals and nature, and I wanted to contribute to making the world a kinder and better place. And I've had a lot of different animals in my life and many different experiences with them. And I became an animal communicator and healer because I had experienced the benefits of using one in the past myself. So I have personal experience with them and with my own pets, past and living. And the information was invaluable and insightful. And that inspired me to be one, and because I enjoy helping people and their animals. And I wanted to be able to offer this service to others to improve the lives of their animals and their owners. And I did actually have a slide I was going to share, but I don't know if I can find it now. It's on my, yeah. So my mission, we are always learning from our animals, and being able to give animals a voice is my passion. Giving their family insight into what makes them feel safe and happy only increases the love and bond they have already. Supporting and giving guidance to the owners is my expertise. And keeping animals connected with their owners and helping both sides with the grieving process. Being able to give peace of mind to both sides is a gift I like to share. And my motto is, it's all about animals feeling happy and safe. You may be wondering what an animal communicator does. I communicate with animals energetically and telepathically in a two-way conversation using all of my senses, which means I can see, hear and feel what the animal can. I always get permission to speak to the animal from the owner and also permission from the pet. My sessions can assist pets with behavioural issues, physical issues, emotional issues, senior animals, missing animals and pets transitioning, for example, when pets are near the end of their life. As my work is done energetically by using a photo of your pet to connect, distance is irrelevant, and I can work with animals even when they're not present. I offer email and telephone sessions in Australia and internationally. And I ask your pet questions. And here are some common questions clients ask their pets. Living animals. Is my pet happy with their home? How do they feel physically? Do they feel safe? And are they happy? And why are they behaving this way? For passed over animals, some common questions. Do they still visit me? Do they feel okay now? Who are they with now? Okay. So you can still see my slideshow. Can you still see me as well, or just my slides?
Yes, we can see both.
Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted to make sure. Okay, the benefits of using an animal communicator. The benefits of using an animal communicator is they can help people understand the behaviour of their pets better. They bring harmony into their home, again, by negotiating better choices, and we can understand your pet's concerns and they can share their innermost thoughts and feelings. It can deepen your connection and you can both experience more joy. It is healing for the whole home and family. The benefits to pets using an animal communicator. For senior animals, they can tell how they are feeling and what can make their life more comfortable. This enables their owner to give the beloved pet the things that would make their life more comfortable while they're still here on earth. For missing animals, I give a healing. I communicate gently with them because obviously the lost animals are distressed and we don't want to add to that. And I offer support and guide them home. And I actually have had a cat return home after doing a session, so that's really good. Passed over animals, they can let their owner know that they do visit. They can tell me the things they see the owner do from the other side. For example, a tradition an owner does in memory of them. And a recent client's dog that had passed over told me their owner lights candles for them. And when I emailed my completed session to the owner, she confirmed she had lit a candle that morning for her dog. This is so comforting to the owner and pet. And that is one of my favourite things, doing passed over animals. One of my favourite sessions. It's very rewarding to me. Animals understand how important they are to their owner because they have gotten someone like me to talk to them, to help them, and they are able to tell me things the owner may not normally know or understand. Pets can take on symptoms of their owners, and I can explain to their pet that this is not their responsibility, and this can help resolve issues. And this is just about the missing animal case that I did recently. A cat went missing recently and had been missing for 6 days. I spoke to him, his name was Rusty, and assured him that we were looking for him, gave him healing to calm him, and made sure there were no injuries. And I was able to locate the area that he was in, so that's what I normally do. And the owner looked at her back door within 2 days of me communicating with him, and he was skinny, but he was back at the back door. So that was really good. It was great. The benefits to owners in using an animal communicator. They can understand the reason why their pet is doing something that they otherwise would not have known. They can get answers to questions they have for their pet. It helps owners who love their pets and want the best for them. This enables the owner to make improvements in their life as well as their pets, because usually with doing communication, it does help the whole household. And with missing animals, I support the owner with advice, give an approximate location, and let them know how the animal is feeling and if they are still alive. For animals in transition who are near the end of their life, not necessarily senior animals, but animals that may be sick with anything that is not just with a senior animal, I can support the owner in their decisions, tell them how the pet is feeling, and give the location of the pain that the pet has. And this enables their owner in a very stressful time to be able to give their beloved pet a better quality of life. And it's very comforting. I find it very comforting for them. And with passed over animals, the benefits for owners. The owner knows they will see their pet again. They can ask how their pet is feeling now. They can give their pet a final message. They can ask who their pet is with now. The owner can release any guilt relating to the pet's death by having a communication session. It is healing and great for the grieving process of a pet owner. It gives them peace in knowing their pet is always connected to them by their love. So passed over animals are one of my favourite and very rewarding sessions to do. I recently completed a session with a client's white dove who was transitioning, and I was able to give her a comforting message when they were feeling distressed and sad, and I gave them insight into past lives with that as well. So what happens to us when we pass? After we pass over, I believe we go through the light to the other side. Once we are there, we start to feel better and heal from whatever trauma or issue we had on earth. We are met by people and animals we know and have lived with before here on earth. From my experience, animals do go to heaven or through the light to the same place that humans go to. I believe there are different levels or different jobs for each animal and person on a soul level once they cross over. They have soul work to do on the other side, just like we have work to do here on Earth. Some animals do not want to cross over, and we need to assist them. So that is something that I also can help with. Once they cross over, they do not feel sadness or grief surrounding their death, and this is very healing also for their owner, and it's very important. For past lives, I do believe that we have past lives with our pets and other people that we know. As we are all sentient beings, animals can have a past life as a human or animal. This can come through in some communication sessions, but I always respect the beliefs of the owner. Most owners love this information and confirm to me that they had a very special bond with this particular pet. And although they loved all of their pets, there is often one that they just felt such a strong connection with, or a familiarity. With signs from passed over pets. From my communication with passed over pets, the signs can be individual to each owner. They can come in dreams to their owners, and they feel very real when they come in their dreams, and that is because they really are visiting. That's a way they can visit. They often visit their owners at night. The owner will feel their presence usually. It may be a warm feeling around their feet or head. They may hear them bark or meow. Some clients see another dog or cat that look like their living pet used to look like, and so that's also another sign. And it should never be distressing for the owner. They would only want the owner to feel peaceful. If it is distressing to the owner, the pet may not have crossed over and it may need some assistance. Their pets do visit them and can offer support and healing from the other side if their owner asks them. So an owner can speak to their pet, their soul, and all the time and talk to them. They may not hear them back, obviously, like they do, and that's why they would come to an animal communicator. But the animal can offer healing and support in this life for their owner. And some animals can come back to their owners again in the same lifetime, if they still have work that they haven't completed here on Earth for them. But I find most animals will wait on the other side until it's the end of their owner's life, and they'll be there to greet them. So that's really comforting for people that have lost animals as well. And what to expect from an ethical animal communicator. An ethical and professional animal communicator or healer will work to a code of ethics. They will likely have some formal training or diploma. They will be someone who is sensitive enough to understand the needs of their client and their pet and give advice that they can use to help the situation or issue they are having. They will give assistance that leaves the person and pet feeling better after the session. They do not replace the advice of a vet. We work in conjunction with a vet. Although we can ask a pet to do something, it does have its own free will. So that's where people will sometimes come and say, I just want my dog or cat to do this, but it, just like with anybody, they do have free will, and it can take a lot of practice and time to also implement the changes, because sometimes there are quite serious issues. So, it's a combination between the owner and the pet to improve the situation and take on the advice and guidance. Okay, although we ask it, I've said that, although we ask a pet to do something, so that's something that, we negotiate with them, and has to be something that is workable for everybody. The solutions need to be practical and be able to be done by the owner and the pet in their everyday life. and suit the owner's belief system. So I always take that into account as well. An ethical animal communicator will keep the session in a positive tone and respect clients' privacy and confidentiality. From a child, I was always more sensitive and intuitive than most people around me. I was quite often misunderstood because I was so sensitive. I used to dream of flying when I was younger a lot, and I was able to pick up on others' emotions and physical pain. I was able to see spirit, but had no one else around me to help me understand this. So it wasn't until my late 20s that I started to develop this more and understand what it was. I always had the ability to feel connected to animals, trees, the ocean, the earth, and people. I have a diploma in animal communication and healing in the Simon Lee method, and I've studied with Daniel Hawkins, celebrity medium, who is based in Sydney, Australia. I've studied spiritually for over 14 years with many other teachers. I offer animal communication sessions by telephone and email sessions, which enables me to work worldwide. I am highly sensitive and empathic. I have mediumship skills, which I use for passed over animal sessions. I do not diagnose, but I can tell the owner how the pain feels for their pet. So, because for people, we can say to even the doctor, this is how I feel. Animals don't have that ability to be able to do that. So that's where even me giving guidance can help with the pain and the location, the level of the pain, and they can then take that information on board, the owner can, and it can help them make decisions with a vet as well. I also offer absent animal and human energy Reiki healing sessions, and these are wonderful for animals needing a pick-me-up. Reiki healing can offer emotional and physical support and assist with balance on all levels for humans and for pets. And it enhances the body's natural healing ability and promotes relaxation in the body. And this is a session that I did recently for a little young dog called Diesel. And he had an absent animal Reiki energy healing session with me, and he had a farm accident where he had sustained injuries. Now, this was many years ago that he had an accident, but since his healing session, he's improved with his emotional well-being and is now more confident around his owner and the other dog that he lives with. His coat is shinier and he's more physically active than he has been. He's improved in his overall health and is now a healthier and happy boy. So that's just one example of how even just energy healing can help. I also do psychic readings and healings for people. And I love that my passion enables me to work in a job that I love. And one of my favourite communications, this is just my contact details for my business. One of my favourite communications has been with a dugong in captivity. Her message was that she was here to teach people the importance of dugongs and be an ambassador for them in the wild. So although she couldn't be released into the wild for her safety, she was able to, that was her job on a soul level to do that. And I don't agree with having like wild animals in captivity like that, but for her, she wouldn't have lived if she wasn't in that aquarium. So that's just an example of how animals on a soul level can have a certain mission here in life as well. And yeah, that's just one of my favourite things that I have done. And that's all. I'm finished my speech.